Elon Musk bashed California's proposal for new energy metering rules on solar panels recently, calling the idea a bizarre anti-environment move, while the company said consumers will get stuck with higher energy bills. California's Net Energy Metering, or NEM, program has enabled 1.3 million customers to install roughly 10,000 megawatts of customer-sited renewable generation, almost all of which is rooftop solar. The program reduces the demand on the state's electric grid by as much as 25% during midday when the sun is shining. Biden administration announces record-breaking offshore wind lease sale off New York and New Jersey coasts. According to California's Public Utilities Commission, the proposal dubbed NEM 3.0 would change solar customers of Pacific Gas and Electric, Southern California Edison, and San Diego Gas and Electric a grid access fee of $8 per kilowatt of installed solar per month. Low-income and tribal homes would be exempt. Customers would also pay either peak or off-peak rates depending on the time of day electricity from the grid is used. The measure would offer a temporary market transition credit, which would provide up to $5.25 per kilowatt per month for low-income residential solar customers and up to $3.59 per kilowatt for all other solar customers in the first year. The credit, which would phase out after 4 years, will allow customers to pay back the cost of a new solar plus storage energy system in less than 10 years. The majority of residential NEM 1.0 and 2.0 customers would have to transition from existing net metering program to the new program no later than 15 years after their systems are installed. Low-income homes would be able to make the transition 20 years after solar panel installation. The move would allow net billing customers to oversize their systems by up to 150% of their energy demand to help fuel electric vehicles or appliances added in the future. Under the current NEM 1.0 and 2.0 programs, the CPUC estimates that low-income households without NEM systems pay $67 to $128 more per year, while all other customers without NEM pay $100 to $234 more per year, depending on the utility. According to a joint filing by PG&E, SEC, and SDG&E, the total amount of subsidies currently given to net energy metering is $3.4 billion per year and could grow to $10.7 billion by 2023 without NEM reform. The companies estimate that customers without solar are paying an average of roughly $250 more per year on their electric bill to subsidize solar customers and could pay roughly $555 more by 2030. Tesla, which offers its own solar panels and Powerwall battery system, estimates the new proposal could add $50 to $80 per month to solar customers' electric bills. Tesla wrote in a statement on its website that, if adopted, this would be the highest solar fee anywhere in the country, including states hostile to renewable energy. In addition, the proposal would reduce the value of bill credits for solar energy sent to the grid by about 80%. The electric vehicle maker, which combined with SolarCity in 2016, argues that imposing fixed charges on solar customers impinges on their right to self-generate their own clean energy. It violates every tenet of regulatory fairness and is likely illegal under federal law, Tesla says. The fixed charges cannot be avoided by adding a battery and would need to be paid regardless of whether the solar customer exports energy to the electric grid. The fixed charges cannot be avoided by adding a battery and would need to be paid regardless of whether the solar customer exports the energy to the electric grid. The company also warned that the dramatic change from current NEM policy will reduce customer adoption of clean energy in California at a time when more is needed to meet the state's climate goals, and that reducing the grandfathering period shortchanges customers who made an investment in solar under the previous policy. A spokesperson for Newsom told Fox Business that the governor continues to closely monitor the issue and believes that more work needs to be done. The CPUC will vote on the measure at its January 27th meeting. Ultimately, the California Public Utilities Commission, which is an independent constitutional commission, will make a decision on this matter, the spokesperson added. In the meantime, Governor Newsom continues to move forward with his commitment to California's clean energy goals, which includes the ability of Californians to access a diverse range of renewable energy sources. California has set a goal to have carbon-free electricity by 2045. Tesla CEO drops latest bombshell with $72 billion buyout proposal. Elon Musk is gearing up to lead a buyout for the electric car maker in a stunning move that would end the Maverick company's 8-year history trading on the stock market. In his typically unorthodox fashion, the eccentric Musk dropped his bombshell on his Twitter account, which he has used as a platform for pranks, vitriol, and now for a proposal to pull off one of the biggest buyouts in US history. Musk got the ball rolling after the stock market had already been open more than 3 hours with a tweet announcing that he had secured funding to buy all of Tesla's stock at $420 per share with no further details. At that price, the buyout would cost nearly $72 billion, based on Tesla's outstanding stock as of July 27th, but it's unlikely the deal would cost that much because Musk owns a roughly 20% stake in the Palo Alto, California company. He also said he intends to give Tesla's existing shareholders the option of retaining a stake in the company through a special fund if they want. "Am considering taking Tesla private at $420, funding secured," Musk wrote in his first tweet, following up with "good morning" and a smiley emoji. He later tweeted that the only uncertainty about completing the deal is whether he can gain shareholder approval. The first tweet came hours after the Financial Times reported that Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund had built a significant stake in Tesla Inc., but it was unclear if that was the funding Musk was referring to. The Financial Times, citing unnamed people with direct knowledge of the matter, said Saudi Arabia's public investment fund had built a stake of between 3 and 5% of Tesla shares. Musk's announcement was initially met with widespread skepticism, with many people connecting the proposed price to $420 being a common slang term for marijuana. Musk also previously used his Twitter account to joke that Tesla was going bankrupt in an April Fool's Day tweet, and his stability was called into question last month after he called a British diver who helped rescue children from a Thailand cave a pedophile. The baseless tweet was quickly deleted, and Musk apologized to the diver. The confusion caused by Musk's announcement via Twitter also prompted regulators of the Nasdaq stock market to temporarily suspend trading in Tesla stock. Although it's unusual for a CEO to make a major announcement over social media, it does not appear to be improper. Musk probably wasn't violating any regulations by simply announcing that he was considering taking the company private, Gordon said, but his assertion that the funding already has been locked up could expose him to at least potential legal risk if it turns out that the financing is on shaky footing. Musk later brought some clarity to the situation in an email to Tesla employees that was also posted on Tesla's blog. Trading in Tesla stock resumed shortly after the letter's release, and the stock climbed 11% to close to $379.59. Musk's offer is 9% higher than Tesla's peak closing price of $385, reached nearly a year ago. By taking Tesla private, Musk believes that the company will be able to sharpen its long-term focus on revolutionizing an automobile industry dominated by fuel combustion vehicles without having to cater to investors' fixation on how the business is faring from one quarter to the next. Making money has proven elusive for Tesla, while it has been investing in electric car technology and ramping up production of its vehicles, including a sedan with a starting price of $35,000 to appeal to a broader audience. The company has also posted a quarterly profit twice in its history and has never made money during an entire calendar year, something that Musk has been trying to change by cutting costs, including recent mass layoffs that trimmed Tesla's workforce by 9%. Tesla lost another $717.5 million in its most recent quarter. Tesla completed an initial public offering of stock in 2010, largely because Wall Street provided a convenient vehicle to raise billions of dollars to finance its expansion. By going private, Tesla will lose that convenient source of financing, something that could cause massive headaches if the company continues to burn through cash as much as it has in recent years. Despite its challenges, Tesla has remained a favorite among many investors, partly because of their faith in Musk, who made his initial fortune as a co-founder of PayPal and also as the CEO of trailblazing aerospace company SpaceX that's already private. But another substantial segment of investors are convinced Tesla is doomed to fail and are betting on the company's eventual demise by becoming short sellers of its stock. Short sellers borrow shares from other investors and then immediately sell them on the premise that they will be able to buy them back at a lower price later to replace the stock that they borrowed. Musk has long raged against short sellers and mentioned his desire to be rid of them as one of his reasons for taking Tesla private. Being public means there are large numbers of people who have the incentive to attack the company, he wrote. If Musk decides against going private, Gordon said his credibility could take another hit, though one he could weather. Gordon says that if he doesn't go forward with it, it will end up being another Elon Musk big mouth faux pas, and people would just simply shake their head and say, "That's Elon." Let us know what you think about this video by leaving a comment in the section below.